Hey seniors, we thought that since the rest of the building is doing course registration information, we would take this opportunity to touch base with you on some things that you should also be working on as we come to the end of your senior year. First of all, congratulations. You are almost finished. You are in the home stretch, and I hope that you are enjoying your last semester and a half of your senior year. Make sure that you are finishing strong, that you're taking classes that are still aligning closely with your post-grad plans. So whatever you decide to do after high school, that these classes align well with it, that you're sticking with rigorous courses, and that you're doing your best to make sure that your grades stay up. I know senioritis is probably kicking in soon, but don't let that be an excuse. Make sure that you are doing all the things that you need to do to be ready and have a great rest of your senior year. The next couple slides are designed for students depending on pathway, so I have a slide for every direction that students can be going, so just make sure you're listening to the one you need. If in the meantime anything comes up, please make sure you're reaching out to your counselor. You are in a Canvas class with your counselors. You can also stop in and make an appointment with us anytime. Check your second semester schedule, make sure it's good, make sure everything looks bright and shiny, and we are here to support you on the last couple steps of your high school journey. If you're a student who's joining the workforce or doing apprenticeship right away after high school, a few helpful reminders for you. Make sure that you have that job lined up. So, just saying that you're joining the workforce right away after high school is one thing, but actually going and doing job applications, doing some interviews, and having all those boxes checked prior to graduation are going to make that transition much more fluid and successful for you. If you need some things to be working on, you can be doing your resume and cover letter. That's something that you're going to be working on in your English class, but also something that really is valuable for you to have on hand as you transition to life out of high school. If you know that there is a specific company that you're looking for or a specific job or business that you would like to join, make sure that you're researching that and finding out what is their appropriate application process. Are there certain forms they require? Do they have any dates coming up where maybe they have a job fair or information happening where you can learn a lot more about that specific business? And also something that we know is that students need to work a lot on interview skills. So your interview may not be over the phone. You might actually have to talk to somebody face to face. So if you need help with interviewing skills and practicing some mock scenarios where you're going into an interview, let us know. We would love to be able to help you with that. But just again, some helpful reminders for students who are interested in going into apprenticeship and workforce after high school. If you're a student who plans on joining the military after high school, we do have military recruiters who are coming into the building during lunch periods. Make sure you're connecting with one of them and finding out how do you officially decide to join their branch. They will have a process for you. They're also going to ask for medical records and making sure that if you haven't already taken the ASVAB, that that's something that you do. You can complete the ASVAB by getting information on our high school website underneath testing. If you're a student who's planning on attending a technical college or four-year university, please take special note of this slide. So if you have not already submitted your applications, you need to be doing that ASAP. If there's something holding you back or you're not sure what to do with the application, please stop in, make an appointment with your counselor, and we can help review that application before you submit it and talk you through what's holding you back from getting that completed. Whenever you are submitting applications, make sure that you are sending your transcripts through Zello, and we do have information in the counseling office and on the website about how to complete that process. Make sure that you're also submitting your payments for the applications or any waivers that you might need. Once you have submitted your college applications, then many of you are in the process of completing the Fafsa and also taking note of other scholarships. So the Fafsa is the free application for federal student aid. That is going to be part of your financial aid package. We have lots of information again on our website about the Fafsa and making sure that you complete that ahead of time early so that you have money available to you. Scholarships are also available on the high school website. There's going to be 3 areas that you are going to be able to receive scholarships from. The first is going to be scholarships that you see on our high school website. If you go underneath academics and scholarships, Mrs. Van Asten has information on there about current scholarships that we're aware of. I believe the Excel spreadsheet is almost hitting 30 pages, so certainly lots of opportunities for all students there. She does also have that printed and posted outside the counseling office on one of our bulletin boards. The second location that you can find scholarships is going to be on the college and university website that you plan on attending. So they may offer you scholarships through the Fafsa and financial aid package. They may offer you scholarships that are need-based or merit-based. And then they also may have their own scholarship website that you can apply for either just by submitting your application or there's a separate application. So I'd encourage you to check out the college that you plan on attending and see what their scholarship page looks like. The last place that I would encourage you to check out would be search engines. So we always encourage students to create an account on FastWeb. FastWeb is almost like a dating website where you create a profile about yourself and it will actually search for scholarships for you that are a good fit based on the information that you put in. There's a lot of money out there. Please make sure that you are applying and taking advantage of all the resources and financial aid that's available for you. Make sure that you're also fitting in some campus visits. If you haven't been on the campus that you're interested in, or maybe that you are going between 2 or 3 campuses that you're interested in attending, maybe getting on a campus will help you determine which one to attend. Once you've decided which school you plan on going to, make sure that you do pay your enrollment deposit, and that's kind of your down payment to let schools know that that is where you plan on attending. Next would be that you want to do the housing application if you plan on living on campus so that you have a place to live. And then make sure that you're also checking your email that you use for applications, because that's how colleges are going to get connected with you. They may send you text messages, they may give you a call, but their first line of information is going to always be to send you an email. After you've put your housing deposit down and your enrollment deposit, make sure that you're taking note of whenever the colleges are going to be offering placement tests. You're going to have to take a placement test before you can enroll in your college classes. So the earlier you get your placement test in, the earlier you can register for classes and the better schedule you can get. If there's something on this slide that's not making sense, you're not really sure what it's about, you need some more questions answered, stop in counseling or send a Canvas message to your counselor. We are happy to help however we can. A few odds and ends that are applicable to everybody. As I mentioned, you are in the home stretch. We are so excited for you, and if you haven't already put this date on your calendar, please do so. May 25th is graduation for your class. In the meantime, make sure you stay on top of grades, and remember that if you're a student who's going to a technical college or for university, you need to log into Xello after graduation and send your transcripts to the schools that you plan on attending. Also, make sure that if you haven't already done so, that your service learning hours are done. They need to be done by April 15th. That is the deadline, and you need to have a minimum of 36 hours in and approved in order to be eligible for graduation. If you haven't already done so, I know the timeline or deadline has passed, so make sure you turn in your senior pictures and make sure that you have ordered your cap and gown so that you can look awesome at graduation. Congratulations and finish strong.